Hi, it's Caitlin, and today I have a brand new collection from Chamaeleon Nails. Chamaeleon Nails is really well known for creating gorgeous polishes with special effects. I have featured them on my channel several times, so I will link their other polishes down in the description. And this time we have the Solar Pantheon collection, which features 12 brand new solar shades. I would like to thank Chamaeleon Nails for generously sponsoring this video, but as always, all opinions are my own. So solar nail polish is nail polish. It's not thermal, but it reacts to UV light. So under a lamp, or if you have a UV flashlight, it will change, but most easily it will transition when you're in the sun specifically. These are 12 shades inspired by Greek mythology, and I absolutely love all of these polishes. The formulas with Chamaeleon Nails are stunning, truly perfect, and I love what Valerie did here. These are available now on the Chamaeleon Nails website, and there will also be a pre-order at Color for Nails from October 21st through November 2nd, and they may and hopefully will be available at What's Up Beauty. And for anyone in Canada, they should hopefully make their way to nailstuff.ca eventually. And I do have an affiliate code with Nail Stuff, which is down in the description. Now let's get into the swatches. We'll start by looking at Hades. And Hades is a grayish white base when there is no sun or UV. That turns a deep purple when exposed to sunlight or UV, with copper green ultrachrome chameleon flakes and black flakes. This is of course inspired by Hades, the god of the underworld and ruler of the realm of the dead. This one is perfect just in time for Halloween. I absolutely love how this one looks without UV here, as you're seeing. And then, of course, it takes me completely by surprise when I bring my hands out into the sun, so you're going to see that shortly. But these have a beautiful formula. All of them are fantastic. Chamaeleon Nails is a gorgeously formulated brand. I've never not loved anything that they've made. And all of these, for the most part, are good in 3 coats. Now the top coat I'm using is a prototype from Chamaeleon Nails that is safe for UV solar polishes. So I will include down in the description a list of ingredients you want to avoid in a top coat in order to ensure they properly transition in the sun, because a lot of top coats have UV inhibitors, which prevents your nail polish from yellowing, but unfortunately inhibits the transition of a solar polish. So here it is inside with no sunlight, and outside it is this gorgeous purple shade, such a fun and stark contrast and absolutely gorgeous. And now we're going to take a look at Artemis, which is a white crelly when there's no UV or sun. That turns a cobalt blue when in the sun or exposed to UV light. It has silver flakes and a pink-red shimmer. This is inspired by Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, the moon, wilderness, childbirth, and protector of women and children. This is so unique and gorgeous in and of itself, even without the transition. But of course, that just adds another layer of beauty and complexity. Fantastic formula again, and I find this to be like a really unique polish in my collection. And now we have Nemesis, which is a lilac rose base without sun or UV that turns purple in the sun with orange iridescent flakes. It can even turn blue in very, very strong sunlight. This is inspired by Nemesis, the goddess of memory, and she's also the mother of the 9 muses. All of these have a similar formula. They do start out a bit sheer, but they build up beautifully in 3 coats. They all have a gorgeous, squishy look to them, especially once you apply top coat. I really did love everything in this collection. It was very hard to pick favorites, but I love the glow of these flakes in particular, and in the no UV, no sunlight state as you're seeing here, it just really pops against that lilac-y base color. Now we're going to look at Persephone, and Persephone is an aqua base with no sun UV, which is what you're seeing when I'm swatching. It turns an eggplant magenta in the sun with iridescent flakes in pink and orange, as well as black flakes. This is inspired by Persephone, the goddess of spring and fertility, as well as the queen of the underworld. She was abducted by Hades to be his wife, and because of a deal that allows her to spend part of the year with him and part with her mother, Demeter, her presence on Earth brings spring and growth, while her time in the underworld causes autumn and winter. So this is really beautiful. Again, gorgeous, gorgeous formula. I love this one when it is here with no sunlight or UV. It has a really pretty contrast with everything going on, and I just really like the shade of aqua. And this, if you couldn't guess, is Poseidon, which is a bright blue base without sun or UV that turns a deeper blue in the sun with green iridescent flakes, black flakes, and a soft green shimmer. This is, of course, inspired by Poseidon, god of the ocean and brother of Zeus. Once again, easy to work with formula, totally buildable. The flakes are gorgeous. The base color's gorgeous. Everything here works wonderfully together. And it does have a tiny bit of texture from the flakes, all of them do, but it smooths completely with a single layer of top coat. And again, make sure you're using a top coat that does not have a UV inhibitor. I will include some general advice regarding UV reactive polishes down in the description for anyone looking for more information. And this beautiful yellow is called Demeter. It is a yellow base that turns a soft olive green when in the sun with a green-orange iridescent flake and a soft shimmer. This one does need strong UV rays to transition, so if it's a cloudy day, no bueno. Or you can put it under a UV lamp, flashlight if you have it. This is inspired by Demeter, the goddess of fertility, agriculture, the harvest, grain, and sowing. I feel like there's a lot of goddesses of fertility, but I don't know too much about Greek mythology. It is all very interesting to me. I did read a book recently, I just don't remember what it's called. The Song of Achilles? Yeah, I think that was what it was called. It was good, but I got confused. So, this is a beautiful, fun, sunny yellow. As you can see, builds up completely in 3 coats. And of course, I'm going to show it here with the top coat applied. And now we're going to look at Zeus. I kind of already knew this would be Zeus when I saw it in the bottle. It's a creamy white base that turns blue in the sun with iridescent flakes in gold and green and a green shimmer. This is of course inspired by Zeus, the supreme god of Olympus, known as the ruler of the sky, lightning, and thunder. And I really love this one. I love all of the elements in here. It's definitely giving Greek god. And again, love the formula. Really easy to build up. Love the subtle shimmer. Love the flakes. Love how it all works together. And of course, love the added element of a totally different color in the sunlight. So, like everything else you've seen, I'm going to build it up in 3 coats and apply top coat. And this gorgeous color is Hera, which is a creamy white that turns a reddish magenta when in the sun, filled with a copper green ultrachrome chameleon flakes and an orange shimmer. Hera is the goddess of marriage, women, family, and the protector of women in childbirth. Now this one does start off very sheer, but builds up beautifully in 3 coats. I don't know what more to say. These all have a fantastic formula. So unique, so pretty. If you've never tried Chamaeleon nails, I highly do recommend them. I've never met a Chamaeleon nails polish that didn't perform beautifully. Valerie is a master at using special effects in her polishes like solar, thermal, reflective glitters, flakes, but they're always incorporated beautifully. They work really, really well, and you always get a beautiful end product. I also have a really good experience with longevity when I wear their polishes, so just a great brand. And thankfully they do have stockists in Europe, which is buying directly from them, Canada, and the US. So lots of places that you can grab these either now or very soon. And I will update the description below or add a comment once any new stockists or pre-sales are added to the list of where you can pick these up. And now we're going to look at Hermes, and this is a soft green that turns a dusky teal blue when in the sun, with a pink orange iridescent flake and soft shimmer. It's inspired by Hermes, the god of travel, trade, communication, shepherds, and thieves, and he's also the messenger of Zeus, and he guides souls to the underworld. He's a busy guy. This is a really fun green, and of course it transitions to that really interesting teal blue. And again, no notes on the formula, fantastic all the way around. Here we have Athena, and Athena is a minty green Crelly base that turns magenta purple when in the sun, filled with pink orange ultrachrome chameleon flakes and a soft red shimmer. This is inspired by Athena, the goddess of wisdom, strategy, warfare, arts, crafts, and handiwork. She's the protector and namesake of the city of Athens, which I didn't know. I'm learning a lot through this nail polish collection. So again, beautiful formula, sheer on that first coat. Like honestly, I didn't know this was going to be green until I started building it up, but it does build up. This is one of the softer sheerer shades. But it gets you pretty close to opacity on that third coat. Though my nails are very short, I can't speak for everyone. I can only speak for myself, but was really impressed with this one as well. And now we'll look at Apollo, which is a bit of a standout because it doesn't have any flakes. It is an orange that turns to a vibrant red when exposed to sunlight with a strong gold shimmer. It's inspired by Apollo, the god of the sun, music, prophecy, healing, and knowledge. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous orange. It transitions to a gorgeous, gorgeous red. I love the shimmer. I really love the feel of these formulas. That in combination with the Chamaeleon Nails brush just makes application an absolute pleasure. I don't know what more to say. I just really, really love these polishes. And of course, I love the solar effect. I think it's so much fun. I will say I personally wouldn't need 3 coats if I was wearing it on my short nails, but a lot of people like 3 coats, so I'm showing you how it looks in 3. And this gorgeous polish is Aphrodite, which is a coral pink that turns into a rich magenta when exposed to sunlight, filled with a pink orange green iridescent flake and a soft shimmer. It's inspired by Aphrodite, the goddess of love, beauty, and passion. Every time I hear Aphrodite, I think about Lady Gaga and her song Venus, which is like one of my favorite Lady Gaga songs. Justice for Art Pop. I love that album. It just, I don't know, I feel like no one else did, except real Lady Gaga fans. Anyway, I love this polish, and it's just a beautiful pink. Why wouldn't I love it? And it transforms into a gorgeous shade in the sun, as you will see. What an absolutely gorgeous collection of nail polishes. I love the inspiration and love the execution. If I have to pick favorites, it's very hard, but I have a few. I absolutely love Apollo. That shimmer, it looks beautiful when it's not in the sun, and when it's in the sun, it has a very strong and dramatic difference between the 2 states. So I love the orange and that reddy pink. I also really loved Zeus. I love the combination of the 2 colors, but the flakes, and then there's also like the black flakes. I just think it has a lot of dimension, and yeah, it's just really beautiful. And Artemis is absolutely gorgeous because again, it has a very strong contrast between what you're getting indoors out of the sunlight versus what you get in the sunlight with that gorgeous purple. I also really like those like silvery flakes. There's something very heavenly and godly about it. So let me know in the comments what you think of this collection. Let me know if you've tried Chamaeleon Nails solar polishes before. I know that there have been a few solars available from Chamaeleon Nails in the polish pickup and last year's collection. So let me know what you think. And I guess that's it for this video. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.